Just one transaction. Inside linebacker, we brought in Mock for Perkins. Perkins was waived injured. We had a short yardage emphasis at the beginning of practice and then got into different situations. I thought it was okay. It wasn't one of our better practices, and we got to turn it around tomorrow and get some better work done. Any questions?
On the unofficial depth chart?
Yeah. Rookies are at the back of the line.
Any indication? Like you said, you're going to be playing time.
No, none yet. We'll have that meeting today and tomorrow.
You do have Sam wasn't one of your better practices.
Which I just thought mentally, I thought we hit a wall a little bit. We'll see the film. Yeah, I mean, when you come off the field, there's times where you feel like, man, I thought it was just okay. So we'll be sharper tomorrow. Go ahead.
You have Wannenberg listed alone as first.
One what?
Luke Wannenberg listed alone.
That's right. He's listed.
Yeah, just talking about his progress and how solid.
He's smart. He's doing a good job on the second level. I think he's. We got good competition there. We could have put Orr. I mean, look, I look at that and we get the list together. It's due today. By what time, Patrick? 2:00. So we get the word there is unofficial, and we get it written out. But to your point about Luke, though, he's doing a good job with what we're doing offensively, as is Alex. So there's real good competition there between those two, and both of them will play a lot in this preseason.
Can you comment?
It's unofficial. You ever send a message?
I didn't hear you.
You ever send a message to a player with the depth chart?
No, I don't. I tried just to. I really want to just get it. I'm not ready for a depth chart, but I have to get a depth chart. So it's easy to push the underlying players to the back of the line, and then make sure it's kind of where we sit right now, and that's really it. No, it's a good question, but I'm not trying to send messages at all.
So why do you go easy very bad?
Just because it's easy, and then I don't have to spend 40 minutes with Patrick. I can spend 5.
What have you liked about what you've seen from Devon Bailey so far his first camp?
Well, I like his size and hands in traffic. I thought he's had a couple snaps now this week where, man, we got to keep giving him opportunities because I think he has strong hands in traffic. I think there's a few players like him out here, but I think he can take reps inside, and then I think he can also play at the X. His ability to catch away from his body, when you're throwing it to him, he's got a large catch radius, and so you become a more accurate quarterback.
Sean, now that you're going to have an actual game to look some film off, eval off, what do you want to see from Bo this weekend and then from the other QBs when you get up there?
You want to see your team be efficient, be smart. You want to hit on the things that you've been working on relative to scheme, what we're doing. It's the first preseason game. The focus obviously will be more internally driven. We'll get on at some point this week. Friday, we'll turn the page to Indianapolis. So we're still in this training camp. We're not working on the Colts right now. We're working just on us, and later in the week we'll flip the script. But ultimately, you want to see clean execution. You want to see the fundamentals we've been coaching, and then carried over to the field.
With Stidham number one, he to a large degree earned that, right?
Yeah, like I said, there wasn't a lot of thought. I mean, we just got the depth chart out, and that's it. And that's where we're at now. He'll get work with the ones in this preseason, and we'll see what we do with the other guys.
Can you comment, though, you have Moss and
those guys are competing.
Right, but then you don't have Levi Wallace for second team. Why is he in that mix, though?
Yeah, he should be in there. He's battling. He should be in there. We're spending too much time on this depth chart, but keep going, keep asking.
Different question, Sean. Last year, at least from an initial standpoint, you see some didn't get in the best starting way possible. What are you changing this year in training camp and perhaps
good question
preseason games to get to a better start this time around?
Great question. So Saturday's practice was a little different than we'd done a year ago, and that was, to your point, exactly. I think when we pulled up the playoff teams last year and we just looked where they were after the first 5 games, I think there might have been one team at 2-3, and the rest were at least in the winning category ahead of the chain. So when we talk about a fast start, that can be kind of vague, but it's something that we've spent a lot of time with, and not a little bit of time. And part of that is how we're practicing and leading up to the start of the regular season. So we've certainly got to be better than we were a year ago.
Sean, following up on that, all 3 of your preseason games are on Sundays. Does that help you get into the
Well, I like it from a sense we get to control a couple, but it allows you to get into a normal work week flow. So whether they were all Saturdays, all Sundays, all Friday, it becomes a little bit more challenging when you have a Friday, then a Sunday the next week, then a Thursday, for instance. Then it becomes. But I do like the same day, and certainly we play on Sundays, but it could have been Saturday But I like that. It gives us that full week of preparation.
Sean, I know you love all perfect practices, but because you maybe hit a wall, I guess, can you use them as an opportunity to see how they respond to?
Yeah, sure. I mean, we'll look at the tape, and it probably won't be as bad as, it's pretty common for me to go in there and say, all right, maybe it was just me. But tomorrow will be, another day in pads, and you want to see improvement.
What do you see from Powers now that he's out of the spotlight of the big contract?
Yeah. So he's smart, he's tough, and I think he's someone. I think he's very good when he's pulling.
Right.
He's very comfortable in our gap schemes. He's one of our leaders. Very consistent. You know what you're getting day to day from him. He's a great teammate, and I think very important to that room.
With Matt Parrott, saw him getting some other ones today. What did you like about him in free agency?
He's long, he's got a good frame. There's certain things we saw that he did well, and then things that, he's got to work on, landmarks relative to the run game. But he is long with good size and good frame. This preseason will be important for him. We're looking for, who is that next tackle up.
When a young player starts to show frustration in practice, do you take him to the side and kind of say, hey, it's a marathon, not a sprint? Like, how do you coach him up that way?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how he's showing frustration. I think that we've got a lot of work ahead of us still. And, you want to see him eliminate the repeated mistakes. You want that to certainly be corrected. These guys can play faster if they know what they're doing. So that falls on us as coaches as well as the players to make sure that we understand who's in getting the reps relative to the script so that they can play fast.
Talk to Tim about you don't need to see it every day, but you need to see it. I guess when the guy's not making a lot of highlight reel catches, there's still plenty of chance for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, part of playing receiver in this league doesn't necessarily relate to making highlight catches. It's just the consistency of playing wherever he's at, inside or outside, blocking. We'll have more and more of those opportunities coming up.
What was the thinking on bringing Mock back?
Just depth and someone that we felt could help us inside, especially as we get into these games. But someone we felt like we had positive feelings about. All right, thank you guys.
Thanks, Coach.